Extreme father-in-law issues, help. Issues, difficult father-in-law and unsupportive wife. Oh, man. Just based on that theme, support in my life in all aspects is very important to me, especially from my husband.
Yeah.
It's like right off the bat, this is a very serious email for me.
Okay. I say I do what I can, but the support system matters.
Yes. All right. Hi there. Regular listener here when I can. My fiance and I have been together for 5 years, going on 6. And in my opinion, our relationship is great, the best and healthiest I've ever had. We're the best of friends and we love each other. However, her father seemingly from day one has hated my guts. That may in part be her fault, but I'm not so sure that would have mattered since I don't really attribute much importance to it. But I mention it here so you will have all the context and details you may need to formulate a well-rounded opinion. Okay, I'm going to see if the emailer elaborates. She began the relationship off despite my objections and telling her to be honest with her parents by lying to them about me. And she moved out of her parents' house and moved in with friends to come on the road with me. I'm an over-the-road truck driver. I'm also 38 and she is 29.
Okay, so I have a whole lot of questions already. Why does a 29-year-old woman have to lie to her parents about what the fuck she wants to do with her life?
Right.
What?
I'm moving out.
I'm gonna go do this thing.
Right.
I don't want you to go do that thing. Well, I don't give a fuck because it's my life. I'm an adult.
That
I'm gonna go do that
sucks.
thing. Right.
Yeah.
And obviously you can really have conversations about that with your parents if you feel the need to do so, but
Yeah, that lying to the parents about the relationship. So the emailer said, by lying to them about me. So I'm going to take that as they did not know that she was in a relationship.
right.
So massive red flag, especially in a 29-year-old. What do you mean you can't have a relationship in front of your parents? What's the problem here? Are you embarrassed of me? Are you ashamed of me? Am I the issue? Are you being abused?
I wonder if they've been together for a while and they were much younger when all that started.
Oh, maybe.
Because I can understand if she was 19,
Yeah.
parents being like, hey, it's probably not such a good idea, right? Let's read on and see, because
Okay.
that would matter. And I can understand your parents at that age being like, hey, I know you're ready to go and hit the ground running and do the adult thing, but just this.
Take a breather.
Yeah, think about this through. And if you still want to do it, I'll support it. But just know that this is going to be a very drastic way of life. You're going to go from living in a house to living in the back of a semi truck,
Right.
and not the cab.
Right.
Right.
My one stipulation when the children become adults and they go into the wild, my one stipulation, because I can't control what they're doing, is if you are in any situation where you are uncomfortable or you feel unsafe, you are calling Pops and I. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you think I'm going to be mad at you or if I'm going to be disappointed. You're calling us to make sure you're safe.
Yep.
That's it. I might not agree with what you're doing right now. I might not personally do it. I might be absolutely unhappy that you're doing this thing, but I can't control you as a 18, 19, 20-year-old.
The way that our kids are going to believe that they can have those conversations is going to be based off of our reactions when they actually have those conversations.
Yeah.
And that's going to have to be one of those things where we are going to have to put our dismay aside, remember what it is to be young, and then be better.
Yeah. All right. Continuing on. She never told them about me. They basically figured it out that things were going on behind their back. And apparently their little girl has never lied to them. So I must be the worst manipulator in the universe since Thanos and the MCU.
Though I appreciate the joke, you're not telling us how old you guys were when this all happened.
Right.
And at 28, 29,
Well, hang on.
This doesn't make sense.
They've been together for 5 years, going on 6.
So she'd have been 24.
24 or 25.
That's 5 years past the time to move out.
How long was it until they figured out you guys were together. Because if you've been in a secret relationship with a girl for 5 years, like at this point, you're expecting the fallout of it. I don't know. As a parent, if one of our children hid a relationship from me for whatever reason, and the person that they were with hid the relationship as well, unless there was, I'm going to physically harm the child, like, why are you guys lying to me? There's a problem here.
That speaks on what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
If you're a teenager and you are afraid to tell your parents something, it's because of the way that your parents have acted when they've told you shit.
Right.
Or when you've told them shit. This is no difference when our kid does something they're not supposed to do and they come in and they tell on themselves.
Yeah.
You don't get punished. You broke your toy's broken. That's a you problem.
Yeah.
But like, we're not going to punish you for coming in and telling us what you did. We may correct the behavior in different manners, but like if we found out about it and you lied, you're in trouble for lying, not for breaking your toy. It's your toy. The consequences is your shit's broke now.
Yeah.
You're lying, now you're in fucking trouble because you lied, and we have to differentiate what's going on with all of that. But that learned behavior is people training.
Right.
So when they become older, oh God, don't tell my dad, he'll kill me.
No, that makes sense.
Dad taught you that.
What I was commenting on was more of to see it from the parent's point of view. You are somebody who conspired in a lie to keep something hidden from her parents. Like, I would view that as disrespectful.
Yeah, I agree.
Their reaction versus their response matters 100%.
Yeah. Could you imagine being in your 20s and trying to hide a relationship from your parents? You hear how fucking asinine that sounds?
I had a lot of shit in my 20s.
Why?
Fear.
You're grown up.
Repercussions. It was more of a psychological leash than anything. Still is.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There is like a visceral reaction if I focus too long on thinking about that kind of shit.
Was it hiding or that? Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter. But in my brain, not telling somebody because it's none of their business is different than hiding it. Like I'll not tell a whole lot of people a whole lot of shit because it's none of their fucking business. But when it comes down to like hiding and not conveying are two different things.
That was a very hard thing, and it still kind of is for me to differentiate between it's not your business and I'm just choosing not to tell you or whatever, or whatever it was. The point I'm trying to say is there was a bleeding of boundaries so much that there was no, like, privacy was, I can't believe you hid things from me. But if I ever brought it to the forefront, it was anger. So I have a hard time still with like, that's none of your business, because I can't tell what is somebody's business and what isn't. Because that was never instilled as a boundary. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think it's important to recognize that you don't owe anyone anything.
Right. So continuing on, since they found out about the relationship, I've basically been treated with a mixture of low tolerance, barely concealed disdain to outright contempt. I finally reached my breaking point with her father. Her mother, at least in action and emotion as far as I can tell, has basically accepted me and is nice, at least to my face. But if she still hates me, at least she does a great job of hiding it. Her father, on the other hand, at every single face-to-face meeting has blown up at me over something. This last time was over not washing my hands frequently enough, apparently. Her parents hosted Christmas dinner for a large group this year because they just bought a fairly large place near Houston, Texas. All right, so we're painting a picture. It's Christmas dinner. A bunch of people are coming over. They're in a brand new house. They moved. Things are getting settled. I can imagine the high strungness of all of that. Okay.
Hold on. Why go somewhere that you're not wanted?
I was thinking about that too. Why continue to be in a place where clearly there is no pride or being stood up for, just disdain and disapproval?
Right. This speaks on the my family versus our family.
Yeah.
right? Our family is our home. Your family is your family. My family is my family. And we have, there's a difference there. And if you want to go have Christmas with your family, go have Christmas with your family. If I'm not welcome there, and I know I'm not welcome because of the way that I'm treated, I'm not going.
Right.
And if you choose to go, that's fine. That's your family. We can do Christmas on our own. But I'm not going to go somewhere I'm not wanted. Like,
Right.
this is a choice. And if he's going because he's trying to do the right thing by his woman, who's in the wrong there? Is he in the wrong for not standing up for himself, or is she in the wrong for not standing up for her man?
I would say both.
So how's that supposed to, in your mind, what's the answer to that?
So if I were him, my standing up for myself is, look, this relationship is too much for me. You are not standing up for me when it comes to your parents. We have had multiple conversations about this up to this point because I would have. And I'm not valued here. I am not happy here, and I'm clearly not accepted here. So I'm gonna move on and find my place somewhere else where I'm happy. Thank you for the learning lesson.
You would actually sever over that, huh?
If there was no actions changed, if arguments were created of, oh, well, that's just my dad, you just get used to him, he roughhouses.
Right.
No, your father is very clearly disrespecting me and you're ignoring all of it. That's not wife material.
Okay.
Yeah. And same thing for a man, especially from the mother.
I mean, I can definitely see how it would end that way, or could end that way. I would start by not going.
Yeah.
I would make a decision to be like, look, if we come and you guys are disrespectful to my person, we're going to leave. It's just all there is to that. And if you can't maintain some semblance of respect for the person that I'm choosing to spend the rest of my life with, Christmas is going to look very different next year because we ain't coming.
Right.
I'm not going where they're not welcome. And your actions are showing him that he's not welcome. Right? Yeah. Yep.
Well, that would be the desired reaction, but a lot of people have more loyalty to their parents than they do their partner.
Oh, I'm fully aware.
So
that's because we're beaten into our heads that family is more important than a relationship. But the other side of that token is that when you become married, that is your family. A relationship is you dating or courting or fucking someone. A marriage is a whole different ballgame if you're, actually doing the marriage thing.
All right, continuing on. Before dinner, I was told by my fiance that her dad was being a bit picky and wanted everyone to wash their hands before dinner. It was set up on tables and a lot of people were going to eat. At first, I kind of felt targeted, and then the announcement was made to the room, so I felt better about it and then went and washed my hands without a complaint.
I mean, you should have washed your hands before eating anyways.
Right. So, first it was the personal attack. See, I would have been like, oh yeah, no, washing hands makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why would you get mad about that?
Word.
Your finger could have slipped when you were wiping.
Right. Got hand sandy in my pocket right now, babe. Don't worry about it. I have to try really hard in moments like that to not take shit personally.
You want to know what I'd have done in that situation?
What?
Announced in front of everyone, I don't need to wash my hands. My wife's going to make my plate. And then I'd have sat down.
I like that.
And I'd have waited. Win.
I love that for you, babe.
I love that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge flex.
Is it?
Yep.
Why are you giggling?
Dad would have been pissed.
Yeah, he would have.
I'd have been like,
Making eye contact. Have you seen Shrek 2?
yes.
Or Shrek 3? I can't remember which one it is. But it's when they're all sitting at the dinner table and the king is eyeing Shrek and they're just angrily eating dinner.
I've seen all the Shrek movies, but I don't remember them to that.
Oh, we are watching them tonight.
Yeah.
Get ready, children. Shrekathon.
That's funny.
Love those movies. Carrie, we're going to have so many skits to do. You're going to be my default. Husband is on the fence about these things, so. All right, continuing on. Well, I want to add on before I continue on. I understand that there has been the disdain in the air towards the fiance from the parents and all of this. To start to take everything super personally, even them not liking you is not about you. So even them not liking me, like, that's a you problem, homie.
Yep.
So them not liking you is definitely a them problem. I'm pushing my bangs the wrong way. I don't know what's happening anymore. And by proxy, a problem of your fiance, because she's going to hear about it all the time. But like my husband said, I'm not going to go where I'm not welcome. I don't hear it, don't see it, and don't speak it. Not going to be part of my universe.
That also speaks on boundaries with the dad or with his woman.
Mm-hmm.
If the parents are coming to her with negativity all the time about the partner, that's problem number one.
Well, yeah, why are they so comfortable shit talking me to you?
That. Last night when we were watching Animal Kingdom, Smurf and that dude, when they were younger, because that's where we're at in the show, slept in the woods because dude was having a Vietnam flashback.
Yeah.
And the next morning when they're sitting around the fire, dude walks away and everybody starts talking shit. And when she stepped up, she shut everyone in that fire ring up and then walked away. Mm-hmm. That's the type of loyalty that you need to have in your marriage. When your person leaves the room and everybody else starts talking shit, if you allow that to continue, you're just as guilty as they are. Where's your fucking backbone in that? Where's the loyalty to your person?
Right.
Yeah. Don't tell me why they said it. Tell me why they were comfortable enough saying it in front of you.
Amen.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that, found it entertaining, funny, or even learned something you didn't know before, share it. And if you're not subscribed, why aren't you? And for those of you who want to support us, get access to exclusive content and live streams, we do have a Patreon. All the links are in the description.